like the effort by guys, the passion that they were playing with. That's something that we talk about all the time. We got to come out here and play with passion and enthusiasm and just have fun, not just look at it as work, but to have fun doing what we're doing. And then I enjoy watching our guys improve each and every day. You know, you expect for some mistakes the first week when you're putting things in, but I thought each day they got better with it.
Heading into week 2 now, what are you hoping to see out of your guys? I know last week when we talked, you said just get better, but are there any specifics to that?
Well, for us as coaches, we're going over the first week of practice once again. I mean, what we did last Wednesday, we're going to do today, you know, and we want to see our guys perform that practice at a high level while wearing pads too. So we're just going back over what we did last week, especially with it being an early training camp week. We had a luxury of going back and doing those things early and getting our guys to understand the basics first before we move to all the advanced level football.
Talking with some of the defensive guys, they say they feel like they're really flying around out there, more so than they have in fall camps of past. What are you seeing out of the defense right now?
Well, I don't know about the fall camps before, but I know they're flying around a lot faster and better than they did in the spring. And to me, I just see a group of guys who worked well together this off season. So as they came into training camp, it transferred right out on the practice field with us. But it's made a big difference. I can tell you that. Made a big difference, and our guys have improved big time from spring ball.
Did you see Josh Rosen's comments at all today about football and academics?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any thoughts on that, or do you agree, or what do you feel about that?
I really don't have any thoughts on it. I know for years people have been doing football in sports, so in the academics. So
I know academics have been. You stress that you really want your kids to succeed in the classroom as well. And the reason I asked about that.
And they can. You've seen plenty of people over the years who've done well. We got a lot of academic All-Americans out there and pretty good football players too. So if you want to play big-time college football and you want to get a big-time education, then it's on the individual to get it done. So and there's a lot of individuals proving that they can do them both.
Arion Springs as a senior said he hopes to finally put it all together and not be inconsistent like he's been in the past. Have you seen growth from him?
Oh, I have. He had a wonderful spring, you know, especially towards the end of spring ball, and then he's continued throughout training camp so far. I've seen a different guy that I seen on film last year, just in the little time that we've been together. And sometimes when it's your last go around, you start to put it all together, knowing that it could be an end at any time now.
What have you seen from some of your veteran players who, on the defensive side of the ball, where this is their third defensive coordinator in 3 years? Have you seen just an ability to adapt from them, kind of versatility?
Yeah, I think for a lot of those guys, a lot of them was brought in to run the defense that we're running now. So a lot of them are feeling very excited about the defense. So I think that helped with the transition of them being with Coach Levitt. You know, I think a lot of it is just the terminology of it, and then that part of it is on us as coaches on how we install things and get it to them so it's not complicated.
Ugo Willie was the one returning guy who got a new number. Did he come to you and tell you that he had wanted 7? How'd that work out for him to get to 7?
Yeah, he wanted 7, and again, Ugo had a really good spring. He had a good summer. Did well in the classroom. He's been really impressive as a football player, but Ugo has become one of our team leaders. You know, and just watching him, I watched Ugo this summer just interact with our freshmen like nobody else. You know, sitting down eating with them and getting to know them and taking them where they need to go. And not one coach asked him to do that. He took it upon himself to do it, and I was really impressed watching that from afar.
You earned that new number then? That's kind of the way that you had told them that you're going to be watching to see what they do on and off?
Yeah, they had to do things well in the classroom, on the football field, and socially. You know, them are the guys we call dudes.
Willie, going for 2 has been a hot topic with this fan base the last couple of seasons. I wanted to know your philosophy on that.
Say that again.
Going for 2 in a game. What's your philosophy?
Go for it when you have to. I'm not going to go for it for the hell of it. And I'm kick an extra point. You know, especially now we don't have to put the ball back like the NFL. we get the extra point, the little easy one. So we're going to try to get the points and if we have to go for 2, we'll go for 2.
You went for it against Kentucky for the upset, though.
We had to go for that, you know, and it worked.
You had to?
Yeah, we had to. Our guys were tired. We needed to bring that game to an end.
What's the reason you guys practicing so late today?
Throughout training camp, we move and practice all around. You know, we just don't play at a certain time every Saturday. You know, all those times are a lot different. You know, sometimes we play at 3 o'clock, sometimes we play at 5, sometimes we play later on. So we try to move our practice around throughout training camp to make sure that we come out ready to play whenever that time is. So you'll see throughout training camp it'll be different times. Tomorrow we go at 2:30, I think. So it'll be all different times.
You see from Hollins, he was a guy who started at linebacker and then got moved to the line and now back to linebacker. What did you guys, or Jim, kind of decide to move him back to linebacker, and what do you see him at that spot?
Well, I tell you what, he's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah.
You know, and we didn't get the luxury of seeing him in spring ball, but watching him in the 6-7 practices that we've had already, he's been really impressive at the outside linebacker position. I mean, he has length that you want at that position, and he's pretty athletic. So, but watching him actually out there perform, I've been really impressed with him.
Without two-a-days, you guys have more time than ever in preseason camp. Is that helpful when you're taking over a new team and you have so much to install? Have you, and players don't like showing up a week early, but have you found that to be beneficial?
Well, we try not to. I think you can hurt the team more than anything when you try to install too much. You know, and this game is not complicated. People complicate it. So we just want to make sure our guys learn the basis, and then we can add on from there. You know, but I think having this time, you get more time to walk through and do things, which a lot of guys learn better that way than on the board. So I think it's good. It give us more time with our guys. You know, we didn't see them all summer, so now we get to be around them and talk ball with them and just watch them get better. It's great.
Give an update on Bruce Judson. Do you expect him on campus pretty soon?
He's still working. He's still working on it.
What was the wake-up reaction for the band on Saturday night?
Some guys was like, Coach, we beat you to it. We was already over here. You know, so that was pretty cool. They got up early, but some guys were like, come on, Coach. Why you got to do us like that? Told them they got to learn to fight some.